If you pulled somebody off the street and said, you have to start a business, what are you going to start? 90% of the people will say either some sort of retail store or some sort of food business. You know, they'll say, I want to start a restaurant, I want to start a catering company, I make really big, great cakes, whatever. You know, you have a lot of people who will have a lot of culinary knowledge, might have been cooking for their families for 30 years, and you know, great recipes, great ideas, great drive, but really have no way to access a commercial food market. Restaurant kitchens will cost $110,000, $120,000 just for the equipment, not to mention you know, the rest of you know, everything you have to do and renovation. So that's a huge barrier to entry.
The whole concept behind this kitchen incubator is that you know, catering is a common sort of entrepreneurial venture in the inner city. Folks will you know, cater parties for their friends, for their family, for their churches, and they'll do it out of their kitchens. And it's a very gray economy business, meaning that, you know, it's not a legitimate business because they're not in a health inspected kitchen, but at the same time, they make good product and they have customers and they make money. Well, there's going to be a limit to how far you can go doing that out of your kitchen, or how much you can grow. I direct the Entrepreneurship Legal Clinic here at Penn, and what we do is we provide free transactional legal services to local entrepreneurs. So we're always looking for folks that provide assistance on that business planning side. And the Enterprise Center happens to be one of those organizations here in West Philly who has had a relationship with the clinic for a long time, and essentially through talking with Gabriel Mondahano, heard about this idea. Philadelphia generally is a city that has so much going for it, and yet has so much poverty and so many areas that really have seen a tremendous disinvestment.
The Enterprise Center Community Development Corporation, which focuses on the neighborhood immediately around our building here, and really works at sort of comprehensive community change. And so, of course, economic development is a part of that. The corridor at 48th and Spruce was one of the sort of priority action areas. People really wanted to see change there.
Now, this particular facility that closed, the supermarket, has been crying out for the last 4 years for something to be done with that physical space. It was a small supermarket, kind of junky. It was not well decorated inside, but it had everything that the immediate community around 48th Street needed.
48th and Spruce, when I talked to Gabriel about it, the idea was very good to me because I have some products that I like to develop and to also try to do retail marketing on some of my products, like the macaroni and cheese and stuff like that. Macaroni and cheese recipe, I've been working it for the past 15 years, and I just perfected it. It's one of my best sellers here. I have people come from out of state, New Jersey, Delaware, to come here and buy it. And people have been waiting and parties, they come and buy in bulk. So I try to open up a market and see if there's an opportunity there.
Right. Why do you need to do it there instead of, you know, using this restaurant?
Well, here, first of all, space, and also I need the technical support because if I'm going to be mass producing, I need a kitchen space that will accommodate that, and I need the expertise. And I ask him to also find people who can help me to do my labeling and stuff. So by moving in that professional atmosphere, it will help me achieve my goal a lot better than doing it here while I'm cooking.
You know, it's a really great neighborhood hub and has a lot of potential, but there's this gigantic vacant supermarket in the middle of it, and it's been vacant for 4 or 5 years, and the neighborhood, gets tired of it. It's a big blighting influence, and so we wanted to return that to active use.
So they're taking what was a dormant property, right? It had been basically boarded up for 4 years. They're turning that underutilized and actually, not utilized asset and making it something for the neighborhood. And those dollars are staying in the community, and it's going to be a place that is designed to help folks from the community. But the really cool part about it is that everything that they're going to do there is going to create more entrepreneurs, right? More folks that potentially want to do similar stuff or other entrepreneurial stuff, hopefully in West Philly, but likely in Philadelphia somewhere.
So here we are in the former Food Right. We're in Little Louie's Barbecue right now. So Little Louie's Barbecue runs from this column over here about halfway back. Next door to us is going to be our Sustainable Fair Trade Cafe. It's going to be a big neighborhood hangout. And then the kitchen incubator is everything further back in the building. Basically what would happen is a food entrepreneur would come to us, come to our door. They could be a caterer, they could be a baker, they could be somebody making a product for wholesale. So like a jam or a jelly or a barbecue sauce or a salsa or whatever it is. They would come to us, we would say, great, you have to meet some minimum certifications, so you have to have your food safety license, which is a 2-day process. And once you meet those, then you're more than welcome to rent out the kitchen by the hour whenever you need it.
So one of the things that I really care about is encouraging folks that it doesn't matter how much money you have, it doesn't matter what neighborhood you're from, it doesn't matter what color you are. If you have a good business idea, you can compete.